Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Cyberpunk 2077 video. Well, there is a bit of a rumor that has been going around and it is pretty exciting because Cyberpunk 2077 is seemingly going to have a huge comeback starting in June, and it's going to be huge, just like No Man's Sky. So yeah, this is a huge deal. Now you may take this with a grain of salt, but I actually believe this is true. Now you see, there was this post over on Reddit by an alleged CDPR, a dev over there at CDPR, talking about the state of Cyberpunk 2077. Well, as you can see right here, the post has been taken down. Now, you can say two things after something like this happened. One, well, it was absolutely not true. Or two, well, the dude was probably onto something. So, once again, here is that post. And what it says now is that the post is awaiting a moderator approval, meaning that they took this down because they just wanted to take this down. Now, the gaming subreddit is under Gaming Leaks and Rumors. I'll be leaving a link down below if you want to check this out yourself. But thankfully for us, a lot of people decided to save what was said, and I also will be sharing you the link where we have the full statement from that CDPR employee. So that's what we're going to have a look today. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. Links will be down below if you want to check this out yourself. Now, this is taken from a thread where the supposed CDPR developer was speaking anonymously. He says, "This is still very hush-hush, but I'm fed up with this BS, so I'll disclose a few details." Now, CDPR hurt themselves to keep investors safe and sound. Now, developers are hearing plans of a No Man's style type of comeback due later this June. Now, the first two patches should come out mid-March. Now, despite what has been said by top executives, there will be major departures from the studio in the coming months. Dev's morale is on an all-time down, and Sony is roasting our asses due to the gigantic volume of refund requests. There will be a meeting later on today with Sony execs to figure out a way to compensate players that are threatening with legal action. Sony Japan is simply furious. More to come in the next couple of weeks. Feels terrible, man. Now, there is no finger pointing as of now. Word on memos comes from the top. The directors and senior devs are taking the flak for the team in what I call an honorable move. Just so you know, we still joke about a quest that got rewritten more than a dozen times because a certain top dog wasn't feeling it. It ended up being cut from the final product and should come out later on in a DLC. Now, there's people that get hired for whatever reason and stay in the company due to being trusted by the top dogs. A good chunk of code is getting scrapped and rewritten from scratch. The intended game might be ready by around June 2021. Now, that's already done and ready since February. It didn't get it implemented because of major UI bugs that is still present in retail copies. Now, if you open your dat.files, you'll find a lot of scrap content that is still in there. Now, if you want a refund, hey, just please ask for it. It is positively impacted us as developers because we've warned at least 1,000,000 times about that kind of BS. Now, most cosmetic overhauls should be ready by the second big update, hopefully. Now, the update that is due in June will sort out all kinds of bugs. Now, the code on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox One is getting scrapped and is totally being done separately. The PlayStation 5 code is an improvement on the PC code due to the awesome dev kit that Sony put together for that next generation. Now, you'd be amazed by how much is already done. That cut content so people finish the main quest talk was a BS. Most apartments with closed locked indications used to be lootable. We scrapped 500,000 plus lines of dialogue. And I believe that the June update will bring a whole lot of cut content that it was cut back into the game, which is incredible. Now, address the cut content as well. Now, if they see that you guys are asking for BS to be put back into the game, we might actually make the game we intended back in 2018. There used to be a huge underground part of the city that the public never got to see because it looked ugly, according to the executives. It was screwing up some awesomeness and felt like the McClavish and Nussel part of Vampire and the Masquerade just wasn't their style. You know what I mean? Which is crazy because that sounds absolutely awesome. I already showed a lot of people the cut content as far as the subway and as far as the train system that was supposed to be in the game. Now, he goes on to say, I don't want to hate on Keanu, but hell, our original Johnny was way cooler and sounded like a maniac. Think Foster on crack. I don't appreciate his acting either. Now, this is just his opinion, but he is a very nice man. Walked up to us personally to greet us on the first day and took time to personally thank us one by one when they wrapped up recording. That dude is pretty awesome. Now, the word is his fee was actually manageable, and the need for a star talent came from outside of CDPR. The executives compiled because who the hell knows? You never know what these guys or what they thinking. Now, our original Johnny was heavily inspired by David Hayter's Solid Snake from the first Metal Gear Solid, and believe it or not, Colin Murphy, which is pretty incredible. Sounds like a nice dude to me. Now, there was a lot of old AI routine with minor gang violence in those areas. Stuff you could sit back and watch unfold or directly influence. There was also a lot of drug use with kids, and actually that got cut due to the inside censorship. There were priests with side arcs that got cut due to censorship as well. Now, Miles wrote a side quest where a max tac officer offered himself and you could take its place, but he created such a complex detour from everything tonally that it got cut as well. Now, I do hope it makes a comeback because it felt amazing to get into the headquarters and hack some stuff, you know? Now, you see the police trying to operate and breaking down mid-arrest due to your shenanigans. Now, it might sound weird, but the disaster lunch was actually something beneficial from our perspective. A cold shower sets priorities straight, and so we're able to resume our work on what was originally intended without having those people breathing down our necks to publish it. Now, I believe it was due to miscommunication and led to not setting goals like they should. The game was jumbled together for 2019's E3. The last devs count before the scrap was 160 gigabyte alone. Now, there should be some whistleblowing in the coming weeks if that steps down. So if you start seeing some people stepping down from the development team from CDPR, well then you know that this post was absolutely true, and it sounds like this is just a disgruntled employee. So yeah, this is very, very believable. Now, for the Series X, it was a mere rewrite of code and load orders. Next-gen architecture is actually very good for ports. It's company policy to release when a game runs without debug hitches, and the reason why it did baffled me, and it is the reason why I started this thread. It's a mix of hubris and down incompetence from some big names around here. I'm going home for the holidays and really thinking about my friends who will be in the office for the next couple months, redoing scrap work without being able to say, I told you this is your fault, boss. Next E3 will be bizarre for CDPR, I bet. Now, we scrapped 2 whole arcs because the missions clean as save due to a bug with character placement. We've also scrapped a big portion of the underground and sewers because of bugs. Night City had 3 different types of cabs besides Valfront and drivers who would hold whole conversations and give quests. That also got scrapped. Police pathfinding script worked wonderfully until somebody screwed the pooch. All I know, it is already being fixed, and it was a major oversight, of course. Now, Morgan Blackhand's backstory and a nod to the corporate wars. DLC was to add a lot of crazy things and cool ideas Mike gave us when we began befriending this whole project. Now, you guys should have the complete game by the end of next year. If everything goes well, I really gotta go now. Take care. So yeah, the game was butchered. Enjoy the show. So yeah, that is crazy. Who in the hell would make something up like this with so many details? But the good thing is that CDPR is totally on board with bringing this game back in a No Man's Sky style type of comeback with all the bells and whistles and of course all the cut content. This is a move we've seen from a lot of developers and look like it has befallen CDPR as well. Money rules all, cream, cash rules everything around me. Get the dollar bill, y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much going for the video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you truly enjoyed it. Once again, if you are new to this channel, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming. Upload a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips, tricks, glitches, guys, news, of course, updates, and a whole lot more. So I hope you truly enjoyed this little news update for Cyberpunk 2077. Big update coming in June. Links down below for the giveaway. It is for Cyberpunk 2077. Good luck, thank you for your support, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.